Hello Slapafish community and welcome back to another World Tanks console video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the top 10 most played tanks in World War II. Well, most played premium tanks in World War II. So let's just get on with it. So the number 10 spot goes to the Centurion AVRE. So this is the tier 10 British medium tank that most people know of. It has been in 2,923,245 battles. This tank is known for its survivability and firepower. So survivability has a whole bunch of space armor in the front, which you usually have to aim for the weak points at the front of the tank or the little weak point on the sides of its little where the tracks are, or just have really high penetration to punch through the frontal armor of the Centurion AVRE. Also, it has the 2,100 hit points to play with. So it definitely can take hits and like trade with shots because it has that amazing gun. It leads high explosive rounds. It got its Hesh. Its first round doing 1,400 damage, doing with a penetration of 185, or you can load the more penetrating round at 1,000 damage, doing 240 millimeters of penetration. Has a 26-second reload, 2.5 second aim time, and 0.42 accuracy. Has a pretty short aim time for how big the gun is. And also, you have less gun depression over the front of the tank than your size. So let's move on to the number 9 spot. The number 9 spot, we drop down to tier 6, which is the Absolution, the tier 6 mercenary premium heavy tank. This tank is known for its survivability and firepower. It has been in 2,957,041 battles. It has a 20% earn rate on its silver and 30% on its XP. Its armor is 85, so its frontal armor is 85 millimeters. Then it has another plate that's 12 millimeters, then another plate that's 5 millimeters, and there's a whole bunch of 38 millimeters of armor that goes all the way around the tank, giving its survivability pretty good. Especially being a Panther hull at tier 5, adding space armor on it. It also has 1,000 hit points. Its gun is actually, mobility is also what makes it good. Going 48 forward, 12 reverse with a power to weight ratio of 14.46. Kind of quick little heavy tank that has great armor. Oh wait, this is tier 6. My bad. Its gun is very unique, where it does not actually have high explosive. It has AP and APCR, both rounds doing 135 damage, with a 4.2 second reload, which gives you a DPM of 1,929. Penetration is 157, 221, enough to go through. Pretty much you find at any at tier 6 or tier 7. Struggle a little bit at tier 8, but it'll be fine. 0.34 accuracy and 8 degrees of gun depression, surprisingly enough, with a 2.3 second reload. Now, we move on to the number 8 spot, which is the tier 7 American light tank, the Lycan T71. So, the Lycan has a very unique mechanic in the game where instead of preferential matchmaking, where it doesn't get matched up 2 tier higher, this tank will never be top tier in the game. So keep that in mind. This tank has been in 3,019,998 battles. It's known for its speed, firepower, and camo. Its mobility is okay for a light tank for 64 forward, 23 reverse, with a decent power to weight ratio for a light tank at 24.76. Its camo is 335 while sitting still and moving because it is a scout light tank. It also has 400 meters of range, which is pretty good. And it's never top tier like I mentioned before. Its penetration on its rounds is 175 on its standard, 210 on its premium, which is also heat. It also has a 6-round autoloader doing 150 damage per shot with a 900 damage potential in its clip. It has 0.39 accuracy, 7 degrees of gun depression, and 2.1 second aim time. It makes 20% silver and a 25% XP boost. So, yep. Speaking of unique tanks, we move on to the the number 7 spot, which is the tier 5 German heavy tank, the Catcher KB1. I say it's unique because it has a special mechanic in this game where it's a dual nation trainer. So that means it could train your German crews and Russian crews completely for free. You don't have to spend any gold or any silver to transfer between the two nations. So yeah, this tank has been in 3,115,676 battles. So this tank is known for its firepower and survivability, especially its survivability because it is a KB1 that just has the 57mm gun. Its armor is really good, KB1 style. It's 75 at the front, 75 at the sides, and 70 at the back. And you also have 810 hit points. Your turret also has 110mm all the way around the turret. So side scraping and angling in this tank works the best because it is a KB. Like I said, it has a 57mm gun doing 85 damage per shot with a reloaded 2.3 second base, which gives it an incredible DPM of 2,218. Quite accurate at .34. Anytime it's 2.3, which it was a little bit better, which is actually the same as its stock reload. So yeah, it also has 7 degrees of conversion, and its penetration will keep up at no matter, even if you put in tier 7s, because it's 112 on standard, 189 on its premium. It actually has a 64% silver earn rate and a 45% XP earn rate. Also guys, if you made it this far in this video, I hope y'all guys enjoy. Remember to subscribe and like because it helps out the channel a ton. Now we move on to the number 6 spot, which is the Skorpion G. This is a tier 8 German premium tank destroyer. It has been in 3,154,241 battles. It's known for its firepower and mobility. It has nothing for armor, so watch out for high explosives. It has a fully traversable gun. It has a powerful 12.8 centimeter gun that does 490 damage with a base reload of 12.2 seconds, giving it a DPM of 2,411. And its penetration allows it to pretty much butcher armor at any tier at 241 on its standard, 263 on its premium. Its base accuracy is 0.3, really good, 7 degrees of conversion, and 2.1 second aim time. Its mobility, like I said, is really good at 64, 20 reverse with a power to weight ratio of 17. Earns at 50% and a 15% XP earn rate. So, yes. Now, number 5, we move on to the tier 8 French premium Lycan. It is known for its camo and speed, which is the ELZ Even 90. This tank has been in 3,235,058 battles. So, this tank is only known for its camo and speed, really known for its camo of having one of the best camos in World War II at 291 meters, and your rear range is okay for a light tank at 380. With that camo, you can pull off very much of like get in a bush and never get seen. Maybe only get proxy spotted if you set off your tank good enough. You also have the speed at 74-20 reverse with a decent power to weight ratio for a light tank at 23.88. Its gun is not really that good, with a 30-second reload with a 2.5 second aim time and 220 damage per shot, giving you a potential damage in its clip. Also, it's an auto-loader, 2.5 second inner clip reload, 660 damage in its clip, which gives you less DPM of 1,183 on its DPM. Not really taking out tanks fast, it's all about the camo. It does earn 50% silver rate and a 10% XP rate. Number 4 is the Tier 8 Swedish medium tank, the Draugen. The Draugen has been in 3,564,257 battles. This tank is actually known for its firepower and its small-ish size, which gives it a decent camo, and its mobility. So the firepower is we're really going to talk about the firepower because the gun's really good. It does 390 damage and also has Hesh on its premium round doing 480 damage, which the Hesh even has 210 millimeters of penetration, and its standard had 236 millimeters of penetration. Base reload is 13.5 if you fire nothing but your standard 1,732 DPM. Its accuracy is okay at 0.36. It has great gun depression at 10 degrees, and its aim time is 2.3. Its mobility is also good, 54, 20 reverse, and a really good horsepower per ton at 27.84. It earns 50% silver and a 15% XP boost. Number 3 is the Tier 7 German heavy tank, the Hammer. Probably getting played because it is a Tiger variant, so yeah, it's probably why it's getting played so many times. It has been played 3,608,587 battles. It's really only known for its firepower and being a Tiger. It has 280 damage per shot, 203 standard millimeters penetration, 237 on its premium, giving it a DPM of 2,181. Space reload is 7.7 seconds, accuracy is 0.33, really accurate, 7 degrees of gun depression, worth the ridge lines, and 2.5 second aim time. The armor is okay for being a heavy tank at 1,550 hit points, giving you 50 more than a Tiger, I believe. Your whole armor is only 100 at the front, 80 at the sides, and 80 at the rear. Not really bounty anything, even if you could side scrape. And your turret has 150 at the front, 80 at the sides, and 80 at the back. It's okay for the silver boost at 30% and a 20% XP rate. Now, we're going to stick with the Germans. We're going to go down to Tier 5 with the Panzer V4. So this tank has been 4,622,056 battles. 1 million more than the Hammer. This tank is known for its mobility and survivability. Really more of its survivability. It did have the highest amount of hit points by a long shot in Tier 5 at 870. Then the low tiers got a hit point buff, and this tank still stayed at 870 for a medium tank, and it's still one of the most healthiest tank at Tier 5. So this tank is basically known for being ramming. You can just using this tank as a rammer. Controlled impact, spall liner, ram people. Because your tank does weigh 35.58 tons, which as long as you don't ram a KV or really any heavy tank, you should be perfectly fine and maybe just one-shot every tank you ram. You also have a mobility of 55.4, 20 reverse, with a decent power to weight ratio, 24.45. What really holds this tank back about ramming is its 29 traverse speed on its track, so good luck with that. Its armor is 85 at the front of the tank and 40 at the sides. Its turret armor is not good at 50 at the front and 30 at the sides. And like I said, it has 870 hit points. It has a 48 points silver boost and a 35% XP boost. Now we move on to the number 1 spot. This is the Tier 8 Soviet tank destroyer, the Su-130 PM, which also is a very similar to the Skorpion G. Gets compared to the Skorpion G a lot. This tank has been in 4,950,054 battles. It's known for its firepower, camo, and speed. So, It does 520 damage with a base reload of 13.9 seconds, giving it a DPM of 2,246. Its penetration is really good at 230 on standard, 320 on its premium. Its accuracy is 0.37, which is kind of lackluster compared to the Skorpion G. It has 7 degrees of gun aversion, 2.3 aim time. It does not have a fully traversable turret. Its mobility is 65 at the front, 20 reverse, and 16.67 horsepower per ton. Like the Skorpion G, this tank has no armor, so watch out for high explosive and you're never going to bounce anything. Its concealment is decent at 365 while moving, and 312 while sitting still. It can really be stealthy when it's sitting still behind a bush, but its rear range really does set at 360 meters. It does make a 50% silver boost and a 15% XP boost. Alright guys, that is it. Those are the top 10 most played premium tanks of World War II. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also remember to fish because of war's not, and peace out. See ya.